You can have it all. Have the career, have the money, have the lifestyle, but somebody is going to come to your face and say, where is your man? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well and welcome to today's video. So today's Thursday and we have two videos this week, and yes, I'm shooting the videos on the same day as the video that I uploaded on Monday. So anyways, today we are speaking love matters. Yeah, we on the roll. It not just love matters, but the pressures that us females, especially black females, face in life, and the pressure of having to be this perfect person that no one else is. So I saw a tweet, I think it was by Thembisam can't remember. I'll look for the tweet because I retweeted it. Anyways, follow me on Twitter. This tweet said that white women were allowed to be soft, or were defined as soft, loving, all of that, but we black women are just tough, have to be tough, strong, and all of that. That's the reflection that was put on us. And why? Like my question was why have we allowed that, and why do we continue allowing that? Because right now there's so much pressure on a black woman to be a superhero, a superhuman, a human that is everything and anything that that is beyond what is normal. We have to be perfect, and we have to be, there's this pressure that we have to be perfect, and we have to have it all. This idea of having it all. There are so many books of having it all, being the perfect makoti, the makoti that's going to come but also take their car and wear their suit and drive to work on Monday. That's the kind of people that we are pressured into being. But at the same time, there are no tools, because it's just a fallacy. Like, no one is perfect, and we cannot continually put this pressure on black women to be perfect when reality is you're just lucky. And sometimes you're just lucky when you have it all. Sometimes there's still something that's lacking, but kuthina kuzofanele ukuthi ube everything that you cannot be. The pressure is always like, you have the career, so you can have it all. Have the career, have the money, have the lifestyle, but somebody is going to come to your face and say, where is your man? So you can't keep a man after having all of this. It's like, but guys, I've done everything that I wanted for myself without the help of a man. Can I get an applause for that? No, you won't, unfortunately, because you can't keep a man, so we don't care. We don't care about all the achievements. If you get them after some time, kind of shut down in. If not, they just look and say, and then like, so there's so much pressure. The idea that we should have it all figured out. And the unfortunate part is that it says that have it figured out as soon as possible. That is why we have so much anxiety, so much depression, so much of inhliziyo ezibuhlungu, and some even playing games of uqambamanga and acting soft, acting like we have the soft life, because, excuse me, there's this pressure of having it figured out. If we didn't have that pressure, many of us would be fine with being 30 and not having a job and not having a man, being 30 and only just kicking off your career. But Tina, 30, under 30, we have to be there because that's the pressure that we have to be in. The pressure of being 30 and being one of the best people in the world. When you look at it, a man can be 35 and still have nothing to show, and it would be fine. No one is going to say anything. But a woman, there's a pressure of you having to at least have a career by 25, have your life figured out by 25, have your life figured out by 25. If not, they look at you sideways. About you, there's that reality. They look at you sideways. So that's why we end up in lives that we don't care about. That's why we end up in lives that we like, when we get to 50, I could have done better. I look at so many relationships and divorces, and most of the reasons why females, especially abadala, who got married like maybe at the age of 18, 19, look at themselves and say, the reason why I divorced was because I was just wanting to be a good example. But a man can do all of that and be fine. I was looking at Uthando, nesthembu, and I saw something. I heard them say one of the guy child, I'm saying the one that's going to play soccer, can't remember his name, unengane. The other one being Usne, the female, unengane naye, unezingane naye, I think. But the one person ebekade ebhekwa, the one person ekade egxekwa throughout, is the female child, because you're not supposed to mess up as a female. You're not supposed to. We don't accept that. It's fine if the guy does that. Obviously, Sneh has her own other flop-ups, but the fact that they were able to not speak about the fact unengane says a lot about how much pressure we put on girl children than we do on guy children. So there's that. And then the pressure of making men feel like their price. Men are made to be the price of everything. You can have a great career, but the moment there's a man that has somebody else in their lives, or a man that doesn't seem like he wants to be caught or be in a courtship with you, you're going to start fighting, because the one price that you want is that particular man. I don't even care. Price and I have to keep him. And it's a pressure that sometimes it is imposed on ourselves, not by men, but by Tina. In a successful relationship like the other one, or gifuna to be able to keep this person in my life like any other person, like how abanye keep men. So there's the idea that men are the prize, but I don't think men are the prize. We need to work on that. We need to work on the pressure and the idea of looking down on ourselves. That's what we do as women. We look down on ourselves, that we allow every other person to be and do any other thing but put us first. When they say put women first, we need to start putting ourselves first, because we don't. And then this thing of, okay, men being the prize, and then you now settle to any man who's just willing and ready, not ready, they're never ready, who's willing and available to take you and say, no, this is the price, this is what I want. Mfuna umendo vesemina, or mfuna not just umendo sometimes, but mfuna a relationship is stable. So the first man that's available for that, I'm taking. It's pressures of being the perfect woman. Like, I have my career, I have my money, I have my house. I just want to have this one thing, being Lendo Dale. Though I know he's not worth it, but the one prize that I want is a man. Why do we do that? Why? Like, I wonder. Like, when I look back on failed relationships, I'm like, it was not even worth it. it was not even worth it, but I made it seem and shrunk myself so much and things that I valued so much just because I made the man feel like he was the prize, and I made sure that he was the prize, he was the one thing. And that's the craziest thing that we do to ourselves. A perfect woman means now trying to, or not trying, but now lowering your expectations from men. For any other person, because we got everything right, we got the career, we got the money, we got the every other thing sorted, we're now going to start lowering expectations and then make a noise about how men are not worth it. Some men are worth it, but inkinga yethu is the pressure of wanting to be perfect as soon as possible. Because I won't lie and say it's impossible to ever have all the things that the world has to offer. It's just that it doesn't happen at the particular time, and when it does, it doesn't come in the perfect packages that we expect them to be, that we now start taking anything that comes our way, any man that comes our way, and be like, no, this is just the man, so I'll lower my expectations and just say, I'll fix him. You can't. Like, you actually have to accept that you can't. We just can't. It's impossible. So this idea of lowering our expectations just to be accepted, lowering our expectations, acting a little dumb just so that it's fine and acceptable. Guti, okay, she becomes a little this that when she's dating, because like men are special. No, they're not that special. We are so afraid of reaching our fullest and best potentials because we are afraid, Guti, this one man or this particular man that we have an eye on, or this man that has given us a bit of attention might leave. But I did say just now, men are not the prize. But say you have an opportunity out of the province, simple as out of the province, you might not take it. Most people don't take it because, well, the man that I've actually managed to lock down is in a different province and I can't now lose what I've already got. Yay, it's an opportunity. Trust me, they will leave. Men don't care. Not good, they don't care. They do care about us, but they put themselves first. We need to start mastering the idea of putting ourselves first as the so-called perfect women. We need to start putting ourselves first, stop putting a pressure that doesn't involve pressuring ourselves to love ourselves. Because if we don't, we're going to end up in miserable lives. We're going to end up throughout lives as Tugamadota and saying that Amadoda is inja, Amadoda are not worth it, Amadoda are not everything that we've always wanted in life. To my last point. So I'm also in a relationship here, as we all know. Which we all love and speak about in this channel. But my biggest fear right now, as I'm going to be finishing my articles soon, as in 3 months' time, one of my biggest fears is career changing is Dao. And I'm very glad that before I even made this video, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I spoke with my partner. Well, we were speaking about other stuff, but it came up that I shouldn't lock myself down to just being here, especially taking into account the kind of dreams and kind of visions that I have for myself and for the life that I want to create for myself. Because I honestly cannot fully get to my fullest potential here. I know that I've spoken about it, but another person would say, and not just another person, Nami. I would lie and say Nami. I never thought, good, okay. I have this great thing that has been going on for almost 3 years now, and what does it mean for it if I move? If I do this, if I do that. So you look at that, and if you don't have a great person in your life that's going to say, I want you to reach your fullest potential more than just reaching your fullest potential in a relationship, that you won't feel fulfilled in. Because yes, you reach your full potential, whatever that you want to be in that relationship, but at some point it's going to come to you with, I could have done more for myself. Because at some point you'd come to realize and remember yourself. Maybe my previous video I spoke about recognizing yourself. At some point you get to that, and when you get to that, you realize how much pressure you put on yourself to making men the prize, making the relationship the prize, more than putting yourself, your goals first. Okay, so to finish off this video, I'm going to remind you guys that one thing that will make you a great woman, one thing that will make you a great partner, a great friend, a great everything, is putting yourself first. To make other people happy when you're not does not bring you happiness. And as much as it might make you feel good that umuntu happy ngaleso sikhathi, what happens when you no longer make them happy? You're going to start feeling miserable. But if you are happy with yourself and making decisions and and giving them and making them happy comes from just genuinely the fact that now you are a full person all by yourself, is not going to be affected by the fact that they don't receive and accept whatever it is that you are giving them. So from now on, act like men. Put yourself first. That's the spirit. Men put themselves first. So Nati, this year, now that we are going towards the new year, we are going to put ourselves first. We are going to invest so much in being the happiest that we can be, in making the decisions that we want to make for ourselves and for our futures, more than it is for other people, that it's going to fulfill us, it's going to make us happy. So let's do that. Let's be those great people for ourselves.